Hello, everybody. So I am back today to make some fall coasters, and I thought what it would be fun to go ahead and make are kind of the normal coasters that I make. I like to make these ridged coasters. These molds here are a bit bigger than I usually use, so the centers are a bit bigger. But I went ahead and I used my hole punch. Okay, I used my 3.5-inch hole punch that I got from Michaels. This is Recollections brand. And this is wonderful because you can just put any kind of cardstock or whatever you want, like this, like any other kind of these big hole punches, but you can slip it in there, see the area that you want to punch, and then you just push it down and out it comes really easily. So that is what I've done with this. I had a sheet of this cardstock here, and I've got just some plain sunflowers here, and then I've also got these colored ones here. So I decided I'm going to use the colorful ones this time, and I'm going to be working upside down. So I've got resin made up. I'm going to go ahead and pour just enough to cover the bottoms of these coasters and the rims. And I did not spray my paper, my cardstock. Sometimes I do spray it, and when I do, I use just like a Mod Podge sealant. And usually if the paper is really thin, I will spray it. This paper is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of medium. It's not like notebook paper thin. If you do have something that is that thin, then you definitely always want to spray it. Now, since I'm not spraying this, I am anticipating this to go a bit dark, okay? But that's okay. It's just kind of a background for what we're going to be doing anyway. So on these rimmed coasters, you really don't have too much choice but to work upside down unless you want your coaster just to be sitting up a bit higher. You can use it for a little bit of a stand. Which obviously makes no sense unless you just don't like to work upside down. That's all I was trying to say about that. Okay, I do see I've got some bubbles coming in around these edges as it's coming around. Get those out really quickly. Just going to grab my little coffee stir stick here and kind of pull those up. I like to kind of pull them up and bring them towards the middle so I can see what I've got for bubbles like that. Oh, I've got a piece of flour too, looks like. Gosh, I don't know how I lost you guys, but I'm just placing these really pretty leaves down into my coaster molds before I place my cutout flowers that I did with my 3.5-inch hole punch. So, and I've poured a bit of J Diction in there. I have no idea where I lost you, so sorry about that. I'm going to do this little acorn in here. And then we're going to do one of these smaller leaves here. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the resin. There we go. And off to one side. Add an acorn to that one as well. I mean, I guess we could add an acorn to all of them if we wanted to. Might kind of help them to blend together. I don't need to dunk these smaller pieces in the resin. I think I'm going to do that. And I think I will go ahead and add an acorn just to all of them. That way they've all got a leaf and an acorn. Let's get that one over just a bit. And let's see how I want to do this. Maybe like that, maybe. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and just cover these a bit now. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, it is so good to be home. And I got back a couple weeks ago, and I'll tell you that I was in a lot of humid climates on my trip, and then I came home to really dry Arizona. And anyway, it has played havoc on my allergies, and my eyes have been all like swollen and blurry, so I haven't even been able to see enough to get some of my resin stuff done. So I'm going to finish these fall coasters that I started before I left. And then we're probably going to move on pretty quickly to Christmas, because I've got lots of ideas for projects and for gifts. And so I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to give these I wanted to quickly go ahead and finish these. So I've made up 8 ounces of J Diction resin. I'm going to pour some here into my cutoff water bottle. Probably, oh gosh, I think about 3 ounces in there now. Let's see here. Yep, right about 3 ounces. And welcome back to Resin Net for all of you who have been so patient with me being away. And welcome to Resin Net if you've never been here before. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use a bit of my Martha Stewart fire opal. This is the chunky glitter. It looks like this. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to put some in here. This is what I'm going to have around my edges. Let's see. Probably about like that, because I also want to add just a bit. Whoops. Dripping glitter everywhere. I want to add a bit of these fall leaf foil glitter. Okay, so I'm going to put that in with this. And you can get this on Amazon. You can also get this on Temu. These little fall glitter pieces here. There we go. And see what this turns out like. Got one side here that's wet and the other one that's not. So anyway, my trip was just absolutely marvelous. I really loved Japan. I loved Australia. We went to Indonesia. You know, it was just a wonderful trip. We had to bypass a couple of storms, so we missed a couple of stops. We bypassed Alaska altogether, but 6 stops in Japan. And I know that I told you that I would update you with my yellow resin duck and show you some vacation things. But I thought maybe what I would do, if anybody's interested, I'll put it on my, I'll do a separate album on my Facebook page. And then if anybody wants to go look, they can. Okay? But that way it doesn't interfere with my resin channel here on YouTube. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Really pretty. And I'm going to go ahead, actually, I'm going to do 1 spray. This is 91% alcohol. Well, a couple sprays because coming out kind of slow. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour a little bit in each one, so I make sure I'm getting about the same amount. There might be a little clear resin here at the top and the heavier glitter at the bottom. So to avoid that, what do I do with this? To avoid that, I'm going to just pour little bits at a time. And also, right before I left, I just wanted to give a shout out. I received the most wonderful care package. So Vonnie, I want to tell you and your husband, Robbie, thank you so much. You guys went way over the top and so many fun things to make. And I'm so grateful for that. And anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And let's see, I think that's going to be just about enough if I spread this all out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited to use some of the, she sent molds and, oh my gosh, I mean, just so much. I can't even explain to you what all was in there. It was just so lovely and thoughtful. But I will be showing you some of the molds that she sent and we will try them together. Okay, let's see, there we go. Gosh, it's just so pretty. Isn't this just really a pretty fall way to finish these off, these coasters? Gosh. Now, I'm expecting to have a bit of a rough bottom on these because, you know, when you've got the glitter, it's not really usually a very smooth, doesn't usually leave a smooth surface. But if the resin floats to the top and the leaves and the glitter float mostly to the bottom, might be avoided. Otherwise, I might just have to do a little bit of a really thin top coat. This one, that's kind of got a little spot here that's going over, and I don't know if it's because my table's unlevel. I did just see at Costco that they have the most wonderful looking table that has, it's got a glass top, so I definitely would have to cover it, but it has an adjustable, electric adjustable heights. So I might have to actually go back and get that. It's really sturdy looking, and I think that would help some of my problem I have here. Okay, that looks pretty good, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to set these over on my curing rack and let them cure. And I've had people ask me in the comments, what is a curing rack? A curing rack, in my mind, is whatever you choose to use for your curing. For me, I bought a really kind of a heavy duty cart that has several shelves on it that I bought from my local Pier 1 when they went out of business. And it has wheels, and they used it for displaying, you know, merchandise. But if you find something like that, or you come across something like that, I would definitely recommend something heavy duty, not something with a plastic shelves, because your stuff might not cure level. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to move these over, and then I'll be back, and we'll unmold them. All right, I'll see you then. Okay, everyone, I am back, and I am ready to take these out. They are completely cured, and look how pretty for fall this is. If you are having company for Thanksgiving, you've just barely got enough time to start these in the next day or two and get them done. So let's take them out and see how they did. I know that some of these were kind of off center, but it's because they kind of slid and I wasn't paying attention. But I was getting ready for my trip back when I started these. I was hoping to have them done before I left, but didn't. So anyway, let's turn them over and see how they did. Oh gosh, that's pretty. Wow. My gosh, I really love that. What do you guys think? You can see the foil cut out here and the little foil acorn and all this glitter around the edge. Having the cardstock back here behind it with the sunflowers or the mums, that really, boy, I've got a glare, don't I? Sorry, let me see if I can get rid of that. There we go. But that really kind of pulled it all together. Wow, I really like that. Okay. These are nice big size coasters, and I love the coasters with the rims. I just don't like risking having something slide off, you know? little piece of overage there. Okay, again, here's the back with the chunky glitter and with the little maple leaves, all the different colors. And here we go. Oh gosh, okay, so this one is really pretty too. And this one has the an oak leaf. So here's two different kinds of the leaves. Really pretty. Really pretty. Wow, this is actually make a really nice gift. It turned out even really pretty and really vibrant. Much more than I could have even thought. A lot of it is because of this fire opal. And these leaves here just kind of came in together and blended with it. So here's another one. Now this one's got kind of a bit of an oak tree looking leaf too, but it's a little bit of a different shape. Can you see without the glare? They are really pretty. And my acorn kind of slid off to the side, but that's okay. It's okay. Okay, here's the last one. Gosh, you know, this is so pretty. I'm not going to have to do any kind of a, you know, like paint the sides with gold or anything, because I don't know if you can tell, but here, this is all like see-through through here. So it looks like that we have this orange glitter just in the rim, at the top of the rim here, and that we left it see-through, but we didn't. This is all clear. Whoops, for crying out loud. This is all clear here. So it's just so fun to see the effects of how it looks like that we've got glitter in the rim just at the top and then clear here, but it's just coming through from the bottom. So anyway, I just love that. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, really loving how these are turning out. Here's our last one. Oh gosh, and a nice big maple leaf. That turned out just beautiful too. Now see our middle part here, our cutout, kind of slid off to one side. But you know what? I don't even care. It's so pretty. They just turned out really pretty, beautiful fall colors. Beautiful, beautiful fall colors. I'm pretty happy with these. I'm really sorry about the glare. I'm going to try to figure that out too, so that's not going to be a problem anymore. But let me know what you guys think. These are pretty nice, good size coasters. You can put a nice big mug on there. Make sure you check your resin, your paperwork with your resin to see what kind of heat resistance it has. If your mug is too hot and your resin won't accommodate that, then you're going to have rings on your top of your coaster. Your mug will stick to the bottom of the coaster, so when you pick up your mug, the coaster will be stuck to the bottom. And it comes off, but it's kind of a pain. Let me know if you try these. I just think they're so fun. Endless possibilities of what you could do. Anyway, thank you guys all for joining me. I'm so glad to be back. I've missed you all, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you next time.